Hi everyone, Sarah with Fisher Price Ranch. First off, make sure I hit that subscription button down below. Sorry, I gotta climb under some trees. And that notification bell for updates when we post our next videos. So we finally, as you can see, we have blue sky today. We've had rain, a little bit of snow the last 4.5 days. And a lot of times I do complain about that. I know a lot of people are having issues with the wet weather and their goats. I can complain as well, but this time I'm not. I'm actually very excited, and I'm going to show you guys why. So we're going up into the doe pen, which is a mucky mess. No, I wanted Zara to stay. She just snuck out. Alright, we'll have to get her back up here later. But it is a mucky mess. The poor goats are covered in mud, and so I'm going to come out with a shovel and actually scoop out all this wet muck, and I think we're going to bring in a couple loads of sand, and we're going to try that and see if it helps. But let me show you guys kind of what's going on in here. Alright, so I'll just show you. This is what we're dealing with, all this mud, and unfortunately right here by the water is the worst, and you can just see all that nasty mud. So we definitely need to, I'm going to get in here with a shovel and do this whole courtyard because it's bad. And hopefully soon, within the next few weeks, if I can afford it, we'll bring in a few truckloads of sand, and at least then it would help drain off some of this water and it won't be so muddy. But I wanted to give you guys an update because people were asking. Here is, sorry about the sun, but here is Cherokee Horse and her twins, and everybody's doing great. They're all fat and happy. So I always name my goats after desserts if people haven't figured that out, unless they come with a name already. Like Cherokee Horse came with that name registered. But we named this little girl Meringue, and the other one is Score, after the candy bar. I think we're going to hold on to Meringue. Since we will be selling Cherokee here. I've had one inquiry about her so far. But they're doing great. They're up and moving. They're kind of hiding in here away from the mud, which is probably a smart thing to do. But they'll probably be out here running around later this afternoon. So what I did want to show you guys is why I'm excited about all this wet weather. So as you know, we've been working really hard on our pastures, and it's not coming up just yet because it takes 7 to 10 days for the ryegrass that we planted to start sprouting. So we are keeping an eye on it. It's been about, today's day 5 since we've had all this rain. So we are going to keep an eye on it. But we planted some grass. I brought out some of my banana peels. Captain, stop it. To give to the goats that were interested. That's our new girl, Tipsy. But we did plant some grass a couple years ago. We didn't do it right. 90% of the seed got washed away because we didn't cover it. We just kind of threw it out there and hoped for the best. So we got little patches of grass. But because it's been warm and all this nice wet weather, it is coming in. You can see some green coming in, and we're so excited about it. We've kind of got patches out in these pastures from last year. There's some by the shed over there, along the trees, under the trees. I can definitely see a lot of green. It's hard to see it on the camera, I'm sure. Let's see if I can zoom in. See all that green under the grass over, or the green under the grass, the green under the trees over there. So we do have grass coming in, so I'm very excited about that. Alright, well, so now you see what we're very excited about. I'm hoping that this is going to bring in all of our pasture grass and we can get the goats out there. It would be nice that they aren't so cooped up in the courtyard all the time because of winter. So anyway, now back to the real reason for this video. It has been 3 weeks since S'mores has had her feet done. I was going to try and get them done last week, but I got sick, and then we've had all this rain. So today is a very nice day, even though it's muddy. We're going to get her up on the stand and get those feet trimmed. Alright, so we got S'mores up on the stand and her trusty assistant Chewy, that is her son. We're going to hold on to him as a pack goat because he's so friendly. And he's going to be a monster. He's not even 2 months old yet. So he's going to be a nice boy. Anyway, we'll see if we can get the job done with him out here. Alright, so back to her feet. It's been 3 weeks since we last cut. So today we're going to trim off this foot so that way hopefully it'll turn. And then the same on this side. We'll trim this side really well. And then we'll start there and then we'll see what it looks like. Alright. Easy, girl. Freaking stop. Hey, knock it off. Hey, relax. And we're still trying to trim the toes back so they're not so long. Will you just chill? I'm working on getting a new stand that is going to hold them still a little bit better for me. Will you just relax? She's freaking out because her daughter's calling her. Will you calm down? Now you're too close. Trying to remember which one I did have to trim. Let me set it down a minute. I already forgot. Okay, I was doing the right one. Just had to make sure. No. Stop. Will you relax? Okay. Stop, S'mores. No. I'm already seeing, sorry guys, I'm trying to do this. I'm already seeing some pink down here where I cut. So I'm just trying not to make her bleed. So even though it's been 3 weeks since we last cut, looking like we're still gonna have to do this. Gosh, girl, seriously. You have an idea how hard that is to hold you? Relax. But anyway, we're still going to have to trim her weekly, or probably every 2 weeks. Yeah, I just really don't want to cut much more right there. But I definitely want to save up the money for a hoof boss, which you guys will probably see. I'm posting quite a few goats for sale. We're cutting back a little bit for right now. Things have got a little crazy lately, and so we definitely need to cut back just for a little while and get a little bit more organized. Relax. Relax. Stop. So, anyway, that's kind of what's going on with us right now. We're just kind of cutting back a little bit so we can do more things for ourselves and not be like so tied to the farm. We'll still have probably good 25 goats or so, but like right now we're at 50, but I know a lot of those are babies. But we're selling some of our nice adults if anybody's interested. And we are still going to butcher this girl when we're done milking her for the year. Easy. Because she's just too high maintenance, and she throws the extra teats, and it's just nothing that I want to breed into my herd. So, and she's so big that she'll produce a lot of meat for the table. And with the world as crazy as it is right now, probably wouldn't be a bad thing to stock up on some meat. Will you stop? Will you relax? Seriously. Gosh. Stop. You're irritating me. Making sure she wasn't gonna poop on or pee on me. She's just pooping though. So anyway, with the sale of the goats, I'm hoping I can afford a hoof boss, and I would really like to buy an ultrasound machine this year, so we don't have to always send in blood tests to see if they're pregnant. All right, let's see what that looks like. All right, unfortunately, ouch, Chewy, you're in the way. Unfortunately, let me fix this real quick. This foot, I can't cut anymore because we're already at the pink. And I trimmed this one down. So I think that's as far as we can go today. This one, get over here. I think I can trim a little bit more on this side, but not much more. So let me see what I can do there. Go, Chewy. You're in the way, bud. Okay. Relax. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing some pink, so we can't go much further. Stop. Relax. Relax. Chill out, s'mores. Goodness. You're making it more difficult than it has to be. Hope you know that. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of pink right there. So I think that's as far as we're going to go today on that. But we'll keep working at it, and hopefully eventually we'll start to see, oh good, I moved just in time. Hopefully we'll start to see those feet turn. I don't know for sure if this is going to work. We're just doing what we can. But like I said, we are going to butcher her just because she has a lot of issues with the extra teats and the bad feet, and that's really it. I mean, everything else about her is really good. But I don't like to keep high maintenance goats on my farm. The Keiko, she's not a Keiko, but the Keikos are meant to be low maintenance, and breeding bad quality into the Keikos is never good. Her kids definitely have really nice feet, so as long as they stay maintained, I think that they'll be fine. So Chewy, we'll keep an eye on his feet. I'm not worried about extra teats. He will be weathered, because we're not going to use him for breeding. He'll just be a packer. So you guys will still see him. Huh, Chewy? My crazy boy. Oh, yeah. He's definitely a character. He's one of the youngest, other than the ones that were just born the other day. And he's actually getting to be one of the biggest goats. So she throws great kids. So it's a shame. But so anyway, hopefully this was helpful. We will keep working at it. I think we're going to do it in 2-week intervals instead of every week, like I said before. I was able to cut off quite a bit, I think. And, yeah, it's just going to take some more time. You know, I figure it's going to take a few months or more to get her walking right, if we make it that far. So we'll see how she does. Alright, back in, S'mores. No. No. Oh, gosh dang it. Get back. Alright, that was a pain in the butt. The goats tried to get out. Anyway, I want to do a quick update as well on here. I worked really hard the last 2 days. This is kind of a 3-day video. But as you can see, the mud is gone. I was out here with a shovel for 7 hours because we don't have a tractor, so I do everything by hand. But you can see there's no more mud. It's nice hard ground, nice and dry. I dug it all the way down to the clay so they didn't have to walk in all that muck, and it's so much nicer. So we did the whole pen, and you can't tell over here because they're so dang messy. You can see they've already tossed all the alfalfa stems on the ground. Hi, Bazooka. Hey, buddy. And I did this pen as well over here. So it's a lot better than it was. They're, you know, walking on hard ground. They're no longer walking in thick muck. So that's going to help their feet. Unfortunately, it looks like supposed to get more snow this week. I was hoping that we were done with winter, but we're not. But this big girl, I'm real excited about her. She's one of our new ones, Tipsy. And all of a sudden her udder dried up on its own. I never did milk it out at all. I'm not sure what happened there, but so that's good. You know, I thought I was going to have to milk her out, but all of a sudden it's like half the size it was. So it looks like she's drying up on her own, so that's good. But and Brownie here, she's starting to become a little bit friendly. I'm hoping this pregnancy is going to let me start touching her. We need to actually get a hold of her. As you can see, she's shedding her cashmere very badly. So I'm going to try and get a hold of her today. I'll do a video on that because some people are interested. We don't just brush them because you can tangle the cashmere. So it's kind of a one-stroke thing and you pull it off the comb. So anyway, I'll do that as well. But anyway, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. And we will definitely see you guys next time.